Rihanna made us go viral, like super viral. Some people are going on dates just to have something for the moment. You can't look at everybody and say, this is potentially my future husband every single date.
Oh, so you're trying to see if he's saying anything crazy on Twitter?
Yeah. If you taking pictures with money like this, you're not for me.
I'm not going to ask you if you pay bills on the first date. That's like...
What if you find out the hard way that he don't? That I remember telling somebody that I potentially wanted to date that I know how to manipulate people.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say stuff.
Like, why would I say that?
Welcome back to another episode of 8 at the Table. Today we have two guests, and we also have Aaron and Amanda. We have AG and Belle. I like Belle.
Mm-hmm. It means beautiful. Did you know that? I'm sure you did. You're 24. Yeah. You had 24 years to know that.
Introduce yourselves and tell the people who you are and what you get into and all the great things.
My name is Belle, or Amber. I am an accountant by trade and a model as a hobby. I've walked a few shows for New York Fashion Week. Last August and September was my first New York Fashion Week, so that was exciting.
Well, congrats.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm an accountant, so if anyone needs any, tax help or bookkeeping, give me a call.
It's for the clock.
Thank you.
I'm AG, AG from BK on Instagram. I am a music industry veteran, I would like to say. I've been in music for over 20 years, working with some of your favorite artists. And now, most recently, I become a host and co-run an event along with my partners, Maddie Morebucks and Need a Plug. Shout out to y'all. It's called Girls Love Karaoke, one of the hottest premiere events in Manhattan at the moment, in which we are now taking it everywhere else. We did LA, we did Houston, we're doing a cruise coming up in a month. We got Boston coming up, so on and so forth. So
when's the next
nice
one coming up so people can look out for it?
We are doing GLK Live February 15th at Harbor in New York. We created it because we were tired of standing on couches, watching sparklers and watching people watch us. We wanted to bring the fun back to New York City, and that's what we've done. And now we want to bring it everywhere else.
You know what? Speaking of fun, I was on the way here, when I was driving. The last song that was on, it's not the radio, but whatever it is that's playing.
Jukebox.
Yeah, whatever. It was Get Your Roll On. And I was like, man, we really used to be out here dancing. Like, that's when, going out was fun. Like, they might have had a few tables in the corner, something like that. But we used to be out, you go in there with a press, baby, you come out with a fro. For real. For
yourself.
That's how my hair used to be, unless it was in a ponytail when I used to have hair. But I'm telling y'all, we used to really dance. Because I was in the car get your motherfucking roll on. I guess getting myself hyped up or whatever. Man, if y'all bringing that kind of feel back.
Yeah, it's fun. We do games. We do double dutch. We literally have jump rope in the middle of the event. We play musical chairs. We do contests, all type of stuff. It really is a vibe. Once again, shout out to Maddie, shout out to Nee. We've created a great event in Manhattan, and if you've never been, you need to come. And I want to invite everybody here to make sure.
I was telling you, AG, I came one time, and it was really fun.
It was.
Oh, you went?
I went to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Think about karaoke, but think about the songs you actually want to hear.
Right.
I was just singing one.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that part.
And the games are super fun, too.
Yeah.
And then people get up on stage and do the karaoke. They pick their songs and they actually do karaoke on stage. It is super fun.
And we get some real people that are talented. We've helped break a couple people, get people meetings. We've had damn near every celebrity without Chris Brown and Beyonce, but they on my list next. But everybody else has been there, so. There, hear somebody singing yo, who is that? I want to bring them in the studio. And it's happened, literally, meetings, label meetings, artist-to-artist meetings, just from hearing that person sing or rap or do whatever they did at karaoke.
Wait, how long have you been doing this?
We started September 25th, 2024.
Oh, you just started?
Yeah.
Damn,
I was it's been super recent because I think one of your big outbreaks with GLK was the Rihanna appearance.
Yeah, Rihanna
I remember seeing those clips.
Rihanna made us go viral, like super viral.
Did she get on the mic?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She was there for an hour and a half, not, like, nobody knew she was there. Like, we treat everybody the same. We're not, shout out to Rihanna. We're not doing none of that. We want everybody to be comfortable when they're in there.
God.
No matter how big or how private you are, everybody gets the same love. And she was there for like an hour and a half. Nobody knew. Like, people left and all that. And all of a sudden, she was like, Maddie gave her the mic, like, with the pouty face, like, you want to do a little bit? And she literally, like, did like 5 records.
Oh, wow.
Of her own records. And then, it went on TMZ, all the blogs, everything. Oh, that was fire.
That is dope, man. I'm coming to the next one. You said, February 15th?
February 15th, Harbor.
Let me see.
Make sure we play Roll On for
she
you.
be in and out of Houston.
Put on my calendar too.
That's a Saturday, right?
Sunday.
Sunday.
No work that Monday. No work or school that Monday.
Oh, it's a holiday?
Smart.
Yeah.
President's Day, yeah.
And there's Valentine's Day weekend. Yeah.
So it's like
nice
Galentine.
Oh, I think I will be here.
Yeah.
So all the gals hang out.
We should make it an 8 at the table event.
Do guys come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys go wherever the girls at.
Oh, that's
You know that.
That's
That is a fact.
and they are in there.
They in there?
Oh my God.
Rolling deep.
They in
They
there.
are in there. So I definitely
Get your
gotta
gang
make that.
together.
Hello. No, I don't need a gang now. I don't need a gang.
Yeah.
He's
a bathroom guy.
Exactly. he gonna hang out by the bathroom. Y'all better watch this Negro.
Hang out by the bathroom straight.
Y'all better watch this Negro.
With the paper towel, just acting like he cleaned his hands.
That is so
Honey,
funny.
I met you here.
You want a mint? You want to go?
You want to gummy?
He didn't put on lotion 35 times.
Whatever works. I ain't mad at that.
So what do you guys think about like the level of sharing that should go on, first date-ish, first hangout? Was there a such thing as you doing too much, you oversharing, or are you not doing enough? Because some people would be like, oh, well, you should have said from the jump that you was married. Or,
You were poly.
yeah, that you were poly.
Yeah. And I'll give you guys a backstory. So a woman goes out with a guy on a date, and they have a really great time. He takes her back to, I guess, her house, and she says, hey, just let you know, I'm separated, but I'm still legally married. Should she have said something in the beginning, before the date? And they were out for maybe like 2 or 3 hours at dinner or at an event or something like that.
Like the husband is in the crib?
Wait, that's exactly why I was...
That's why you
Like if you see that light come on, that's him?
No, she was not legally separated, but she's in the process of being divorced. So is that separated? Yeah.
Well, because some states require you to have a legal separation, and then others require you to have a separation such that it meets a certain number of days before you can actually get divorced. But that's
Right, but that
here-
doesn't mean that she started her divorce.
Well, yeah, that does mean you've started it, because if you have a 90-day requirement to be, living separately and apart from your spouse, you have to meet that threshold before you can file.
If that state allows. If that state requires.
But that's what I'm saying. That's neither here nor there, because in one state or in one case, it might be that is the start of the divorce. Just because there's no filing doesn't mean that the process hasn't started. Going back to her house where the husband potentially is, or the husband could potentially be, whether, I don't know, he got to pick the kids up and he an hour early and he just sitting outside waiting, trying to, miss traffic, or he working on his phone, whatever. I think that's something that should have been brought up for safety.
Yeah.
Because if you tell me after the fact, I'm gonna feel like you trying to get me caught up in a trick bag. You got me at this man's house, or the house where this man can legally be, and I don't know what kind of nutcase he may be.
Yeah.
I think that
You know
that's
what I mean?
something that should be mentioned before the date even. Like, how I'm going on a date with you, I don't even know that you're married.
Well, yeah, that would be ideal, but I think maybe on the date,
Yeah.
at least.
Well, yeah. If you just didn't happen to mention it before we went on this date, I would need that to be said. There's no by the way. That's not a by the way statement. Like, by the way, I'm married still legally, but we're separated right now.
Yeah,
that's not a by the way. That's not
sounds
something
like-
you could just throw in there.
That sounds something you specifically avoided to see if you were having a good time with this person or not, to see if it was worth telling them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think during the date is ideal, not pulling up to the crib. Like, I'm about to get out, but by the way, you see a man throwing out the garbage, that might be my soon-to-be ex-husband.
I think that anything that could be detrimental to the beginning of your relationship should be discussed on the first date. I feel like anything that is, I guess, marriage talk, for example, finances, you don't need to bring up anything with finances on the first date because obviously you're not financially invested in that person, or at least you shouldn't be by the first date. But anything like kids or your relationship status, or for example, like if you're poly, that should be brought up because I should have the choice to choose whether or not I want to move forward with you in this relationship.
I mean, also, it makes me wonder, like, what questions are you asking this person on the date? Like, what's really important to you? That, how did this not come up? I understand you don't want to talk about your past relationships, but at some point in time, you had to have asked her if she was single, like, what's your situation? And for that to not come up, then are we saying that they were just out there vibing and just having a good time and just forgot everything?
Yeah, I think because it also depends on how long y'all been talking before the first date, right? Like some people you hit it off and you meet on a Wednesday, you go on the first date on a Friday. Some people, because of conflict of scheduling or whatever the case may be, you may not hang out with that person for a month or so. So, if I'm talking to you for a month and none of these questions came up until we actually met in person, then I think maybe that should have came up if we're getting to know each other via text or phone call before actually hanging out together. But if it was like 48 hours, 72 hours when we met and now we went on a date, it's a little bit different. You have a little bit of wiggle room where you should then talk about it at the first date as opposed to speaking for a month and none of this came up. Like, I'm poly or I'm married or whatever, whatever those things is that I should know before investing my time and extra energy into you.
And I think at a certain age, those are things that are going to naturally come up.
Yeah.
Because you be like, oh, I'm divorced, or, oh, my kid is in the second grade. And,
where's the mother?
Yeah.
It's all attached to that conversation.
Exactly. So in that case, if it's withheld, I think that is a bit nefarious. And that's already a red flag for, the other person. But I think when you're younger, you don't have that level of responsibility and you've never had that level of responsibility, I could see how, it wouldn't come up. Or say one person has that responsibility. So you're not even worried about asking this person if they got kids, if they married, if they, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's not your life.
Yeah.
And every date, every person that goes on a date don't have the same purpose. Like every person that goes on a date isn't to find love. Some people are going on dates just to have something for the moment. You know what I'm saying? It could be sexual. It could just be, I needed something to do. I needed somebody to hang out with. I needed some type of attention or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So I may not me, but someone may not ask all of those questions because they may not look at you as that person potentially to be with them in the future. It just may be something of the present. So they may not really care. That could go for men and women.
So how do you feel about people not disclosing they have children though? We'll say you don't say it on the first date and we'll give them the benefit of the doubt of the same thing we gave her as far as it just didn't come up. They were having a good time. Say second or third date, how would that make you feel if like you met a woman and she didn't mention her kids once?
Well, yeah, that's kind of weird. That's weird. Yeah, if you don't mention second or third date that you have a child or children, that's weird.
People that like their kids talk about their kids.
I was about to say.
So
I'm bringing them up.
We saying that it's weird for a woman because obviously we would expect a woman to talk about her kids, but honestly, I feel the same way about a man. If you're not bringing up your kids, are those kids that you were around a lot? Do you like your kids? Are you keeping it? Are you ashamed that you're a man with kids dating?
Like when you think about it.
Yeah,
I guess.
I think that a lot of people might be either ashamed of them or their kids, or they are trying to manipulate someone into a relationship with them, hoping that they'll like them enough from the first and second date that they'll just accept it by the third one, essentially.
There's also like a reverse red flag, if that makes sense, right? Like, why haven't you asked me this? If that makes
That's what I was saying.
Why haven't you asked me, this is our third date, why haven't you asked me if I have a girl? Why haven't you asked me if I was ever married? Why haven't you asked me if I have kids? Like, you can look at it both ways. Like, are you are your intentions different? You know what I'm saying? In a regular dating to get to know each other, to be together, possibly type of a relationship, or is your intentions, you know, some sort of financial game, some sort of physical game, whether it's man to woman, woman to man. You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you asking me these questions?
Or sometimes you let the vibe just catch you.
So that's what I was
and
saying.
You just forget, because what if you pursued me? So I didn't think to ask if you got a girl. You came over here.
Right. Exactly.
You know,
What am I asking you for?
Yeah, like, and we've been vibing. And also Aaron mentioned this point earlier, like, what if you guys are living two different kind of lives. So for me, I don't have no kids, and I don't usually be talking to nobody that have kids. So that's not really the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth, even though I should. At this day and age, I should be asking people if they got kids, you know? But that's not going to be the first question that I ask someone my age. So that might have been my bad, yeah. But that's the reason I didn't ask, 'cause I wasn't thinking about that. But if you did, you should have said, why are you waiting for me to ask?
Yeah,
If we're getting to know each other.
It falls on the person with the obligation, personally.
We'll say they both have kids, and if it didn't come up, it would fall on both of us.
Yeah.
No, but if we're getting to know each other, first date, and we're just talking about our everyday lives, what do you do? Like, what do you do outside of work? Or, you know, how does your kids not get brought up?
Yeah.
Well,
That's weird.
It depends. I can see a woman not bringing it up initially. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure this is somebody that they intend to get a little bit closer with before they bring up, you know, their personal life, like their kids. And I think it's weird. You just meeting a guy on the first date and you letting them drop you home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't lying.
I get it happens, but you know, if you're in a house and you have kids and all that, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a little bit first date. It's like if you just met somebody. So I could see a woman trying to be a little bit guarded. Like, let me make sure this guy's not a weirdo before I start telling them about my kids or something. On the male aspect, I feel like it shouldn't be hidden. You know what I'm saying? But on the women, I could get it.
Is it because the woman is scared that it could put her kids in danger?
Yeah, I mean, you don't like, you know, people weird, both men and women.
No, I get it.
I go on a first date with you, and all of a sudden, 3 days later, you're stalking me outside and I got kids. You know what I'm saying? We only went on one date, and all of a sudden, you're outside my door in the bushes. Like, you're putting me and my kids in danger. So maybe I don't let you know all that information until I'm feeling you.
Got you.
I feel like regardless if you meet someone like that, regardless if you have kids or not, they're going to do that. So I feel like bringing my kids up. Like, so no, I mean, like, if he's a stalker, he's going to stalk me regardless of whether I have kids or not. So I just feel like you don't have to necessarily describe your kids to the person, but you can bring up that you have children. So, like, yes, not mentioning your kids on the first date, regardless of the gender, is weird.
Like I said, people that like their kids, people that take care of their kids, people that are proud of their kids, they talk about their kids.
Yeah.
People be knowing their kids and they ain't never even met them. So it's just... Because I'll tell you how easy it is for you to mention your kids. You be like, ooh, child, we got to get out of here because I got to wake up at 6. Like,
why do you got to be up?
Right.
Yeah, like, I think if you work 9 to 5, why on earth are you waking up at 6? Because I'd be like, oh, why you got to get up so early? Yeah. Like, oh, I go to the gym, or, oh, I go water my mama's plants every day, or I got to get my kids up.
Right.
You know, so it's just, again, I think it's kind of hard to, like you said, unless it's intentional, it's kind of hard for it to not
come up in a conversation, like in a real good conversation. It's kind of hard for it not to come up unless my intentions are not to learn anything about your kids, unless my intentions is to, like, you know, do something physical with you, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, I don't care about all of that. What we doing tonight? You know?
Yeah.
Then it's different.
And fuck them kids.
But that's where it goes. That's where it goes back to where I said, is reverse red flag. Why haven't you asked me these questions? So, you know, if you're not asking me things to get to know me, then obviously you only have one intent.
Oh, I have one question. So, because you'll hear sometimes people say, well, they overshared, or they was asking too many questions. So what if they're like, look, I'm at this point in my life financially, career-wise, at this point, I'm only dating to settle down. And I think that for some people, that comes off as, oh, baby, you doing too much. You know what I mean? I think...
Damn, I just asked you if you want to drink.
Exactly. Yeah. So with that being the inverse, how do you distinguish where to draw the line?
I think personally, when that has happened with me, I've kind of shied away a little bit.
When somebody was doing too much?
Yeah, like when they're, like, I only asked you your name, love. You went into a whole bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends where or when in the conversation or how long y'all was speaking or days or whatever that they kind of say, like, I'm in a point in my life where I'm not trying to play around, but we understand that. That's what dating is. You got to date to get to know someone. You can't just date and say, okay, you can't look at everybody and say, this is potentially my future husband every single date. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to work that way. So vibe, let it ease into it. Let's have the discussion a little bit more. Let's not bring all of these, extra red flags potentially just from one conversation.
So say in your line of work, a woman approaches you and she just starts telling you everything and just completely oversharing, almost trauma dumping. But she's saying, hey, listen, like, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I've been watching you. I finally got a chance to come to this event to see you. And like, that was just her opportunity. So it's kind of like a location thing and a timing thing for her. So how would that make you feel? Do you look at it any differently?
Probably not. If she went out her way to try to meet me and all of that, now if she went out her way to do all of that and now she's dumping all of the stuff that didn't necessarily need to be known, then that's
oversharing.
That's oversharing.
Yeah.
1,000.
That is. Did you say that she was watching him? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think you mean like social media.
Like been around.
Oh.
Yeah, like
that threw me off. I'm like, what do you mean? She sounds like a stalker.
by showing interest.
I'm watching you and now I'm showing
and paid
up
to get into an event. I don't know. She might be a stalker. She didn't see
that. Didn't sound right. That is nobody reacted. So I was like, oh, okay. Right. That doesn't seem like a.
It didn't seem like a stalker to me.
It seemed like a stalker to me.
No, because she has her free time, and she paid for the event that he was going to be at because he hosts it, and so. Listen, when I see this guy, I'm gonna speak to him finally. This is like my time to speak to him. It's like, hey, I'm so-and-so, this is what's going on, blah, blah. I know you're busy right now, but here's my number. And like, this is what I got going on. Because she only got maybe like 5-6 minutes with you because you are at work.
Wow, 5-6 minutes.
I was gonna say, that's a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. So say even less, say like 3 minutes. She just say, hey, this is what's going on with me. Would you look at it differently then?
I think she should end it like, hey, here's my number. I want to get to know you. If you have a chance, let's talk on another day. Then we can do that. Like, don't start getting into all of your stuff in love. I got to get back on the stage.
Yeah. What would make you ghost somebody?
If they're like, if they're weird, if they do too much.
What's
like,
weird for her though?
If the guy who's like real husky and he be dancing random places like him. I'm not showing up to a date with somebody like that. I'm so sorry.
He dancing. He just dancing with
No,
he be doing the most.
Imagine you have to be in the restaurant when he has to do this crazy content.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
He like, baby, hold the camera. I'm like, man, if you don't sit your ass down.
No, for real.
Do this with your homeboys.
Or if he has like one of those spicy X accounts, like a spicy Twitter account. Like,
is that
what's
like OnlyFans basically? Like if he posts his content, like some of it, like previews on Twitter or Instagram, whatever he does, and it's like very exposing, or he posts a bunch of thirst traps. Like, I'm not going on a date with somebody like that. That's just like
seen.
No, you do
Not
tasteful thirst traps.
Now
he gets paid for his thirst traps,
and I love
that. OnlyFans too. So,
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Me personally, I wouldn't do that.
But you know what? A regular Twitter account is important as well. What a man posts on his Twitter, like
100%
talking about,
So
that's
wait,
important as well.
You're going through Twitter.
Yeah, so going through everything.
I don't know.
When I said she bought a ticket to see him,
Hold on.
that was stalking.
Hold on.
Got it.
But Amanda likes what?
No.
She don't like candy. She don't like stalkers. You're such a liar.
She does like stalkers.
I know.
I do not. I don't.
know you.
I don't. Going through the Twitter that you were given, public information. That's not stalking.
Right.
How is that stalking?
Reading what somebody has been writing when you could just speak.
How
to the
is that
person.
stalking though? If you give me your Twitter okay, cool.
Nobody's
I'm
giving
gonna-
nobody their Twitter.
Yes, they are.
No, that's true. That's true. I give no one my Twitter.
Not in 2026.
No. In 2026, you really don't give people your Twitter because your Twitter is your free space and you write whatever you want. And that's why what someone writes on their Twitter is important. I want to see what your thoughts are. I want to see what you're thinking.
Oh, so you're trying to see if he's saying anything crazy on Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Or like there's a lot of think pieces on Twitter. So there could be a conversation about one thing going on Twitter all day. So it's like, let me see what he said about this. Does he think that women that do this are gold diggers? How does he feel about this? I want to see. But also the Instagram is important too, because if you taking pictures with money like this, you're not for me.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't think you should be doing the money phone in 2026.
I think it's just a very hard line to have in this situation, because I think you have somebody like me who I undershare, and I think it used to be on purpose, but I think now it's just more of a habit. So it really just kind of depends on the person, but if it does create a red flag for someone, I think that person should understand it as a red flag, because it's a red flag for you,
Right.
versus somebody else who, they didn't say nothing. Oh, okay. It kind of is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Yeah.
I do undershare on purpose because I used to be a big oversharer, and I noticed that I don't like when people know me too much and I'm giving them the information to know me too much. So I undershare, and I'll be like, I'll tell them this if they ask, but I'm not going to just give up information.
Voluntarily give it up.
Yeah.
Would you consider that undersharing as privacy or secrecy?
No, it's privacy. I'm not keeping anything a secret because I will volunteer the information if you ask me. I'm not keeping anything a secret. But like things like past relationships, I'm not going to talk about past relationships just all willy-nilly, or like past traumas or anything like that.
Respectable.
I think for me, it kind of started not being secret, but just my dad has always been like, keep your business to yourself. Mm-hmm. Like when I was younger, I don't even know if I overshared, but like I was very talkative as a kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you had somebody with like A+ all the way down with like bad conduct, that was me. Like always. I rarely got E's in.
That really was sarcastic if you didn't know.
What? No, I know it was, but I'm saying he's right. But just because I'm talkative doesn't mean that I share a lot about me personally. And you have people who don't know how to make that distinction.
Right.
They just got boo-boo at the mouth, just diarrhea everywhere, So I think that like I said, for me, it's been more of like just conditioning over the years versus. Because real talk, when you talk too much, you giving away the game. Like you want somebody to manipulate you, you telling them exactly what to do.
You could talk your way out the situation.
Exactly.
You could talk your way out the relationship. You could talk your way out the panties.
I remember telling somebody that I know how to manipulate.
They threw it up, and you want.
I don't know. Why would I say that?
Say what?
I said I remember telling somebody that I potentially wanted to date that I know how to manipulate people.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say stuff
Like, why would I say that?
diarrhea.
Yeah.
I just feel like at a certain point, a certain point of undersharing is manipulation, though. Like, I feel like there's certain topics that you have to bring up in the first date. Like, if you don't bring them up, now you're trying to manipulate someone into liking you for what you're presenting and not actually who you are.
There's a difference between not bringing it up and like lying about it, or you know what I'm saying, like covering it up. If she asks, and now all of a sudden you divert to another topic or something like that.
Like, you got kids? Man, it's hot as hell outside.
Yeah,
That's another drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you have to divert to still withhold information. Like say for example, like you have something, like not bringing that up because
Of what?
anything.
ABCs?
An STD or something. Like say you have something, right? And obviously it's not the automatic question that someone would ask you on a first date, but like if you don't bring that up, that's manipulation. Like, you know that's important to tell somebody. And you
not
should
on
give
the
them-
first date. If you guys are going to be sexual,
Yeah.
then yeah, that has to come up, but not on the
disagree.
first
So
date.
what's the
It
point of
definitely
the
has to come
first
up on the
date
first
then?
date, yeah.
Right.
Why
What's
are
the
you
point of the
wasting
first
somebody's
date?
time? If you have whatever can't be cured, then you should be dating the people in
Can
that.
be cured.
Well, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
That's
Not necessarily, because like
I mean,
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what is this? Is this HIV?
it could be anything that's non-curable.
Whatever, because they have their own forums and everything, and they date each other, and so I think it's because. Am I wrong? Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know. I don't know anything about
Look,
this.
this is what it is, right?
Saying when you see the commercials, it's like, oh, if you have whatever simplex 83, then I believe you should date people that have that because it'd probably be an easier transition.
they say in the
So
commercials?
it-
Oh no,
you
I'm in my head.
you are legally obligated to tell someone
too.
of your status. However, you don't have to date someone who is of the same status because some people are undetectable. But you should give people the choice to decide
do
whether or
say
not
that
they
in
want
the
to stay with
commercials.
you or not.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have that at the very first date? Like, how do we get to the date without me knowing that you have HIV? How did we get there?
Well, like he said, maybe it was a 24-hour turnover between you meeting them and a date. So it wasn't something that you automatically brought up, but like now you're at the date and,
Oh, I get what you're saying. If y'all been trying to make this happen for like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and then finally, I can see that there potentially needing to be some sort of disclosure prior to the date.
Right.
But if it's, we just met 3-4 days later, we go out on a date, I don't know, it seems reasonable to bring it up maybe on the date, because real talk, they might be like, oh, I got the package too. You just said that
you got the package.
You got the package.
You got the.
but you understand what I'm saying?
I don't think that this scenario is realistic. Not
What
one
are you
bit.
talking about?
I don't
think it's very realistic.
I really don't think
right.
that anyone is bringing this up on a first date unless you guys are about to.
Not on the first date. But I can. I'm going to overshare. I did have a scenario where it was about to get kind of sexual, and she said she had XYZ, and then we didn't do anything. And I thank God that she told me.
How did you feel about that? Would you have rather her tell you before you even got to that point?
Well, yeah, but I'm glad she told me nonetheless. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't you have rather known the very first time so you didn't waste all that time doing all that?
Of course.
The first date.
Of course.
How did you get to that? That's what I'm saying. You have to divulge that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This
like
is my opinion.
don't wait until it's like almost there.
Yeah.
To then say, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like you should do that on the first day if you do have something, and if you do have intentions of being physical with that person.
Even if you don't, you have intentions of dating them. This is something that I have to take into consideration when I'm deciding whether or not to date you.
Question on the what if you are, because we talked about like poly, what if is it asexual? Is that something that you would also
Why are you going on a
Absolutely.
date then?
Wait,
What's asexual? What's one sexual? So if you're asexual, that means you just kind of want a friend.
no, you do everything you do
companionship
that you do with a partner.
You want someone to date. You just don't want to have sex with them.
Literally.
They want everything
Like old
but
people.
that.
Like old
As
people.
old people.
have this?
Yes.
Oh shit. So you're saying if you were asexual, you would say that on the first date? Hey, listen.
That's what I'm asking, because
You absolutely should.
if we're talking about something that is predicated on whether you would be engaging in sex with somebody, that seems just as important as disclosing that you got the package.
Or that you're not going to
A
be
package.
engaging in sex.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing either.
I thought it was just one sexual.
I think that for me, I get the points.
His name is A.
I really do.
Like,
I just don't think that these are first date
I don't think that's the first date.
conversations.
I don't think that's the first date conversation.
But you know what? Okay, maybe it's because we always talk about first dates as like getting to know someone, right? So it's just like, what if after the first date, I don't even want to continue to go on dates with you, and I just told you on my fucking business.
I kind of agree. I mean, look, if I go on a date with somebody and we're having a conversation and I feel like I want to go on another date with that person, and now the second or third date they want to say, by the way, I don't like sex at all. I only really like, and I'm going to be upset.
After
I
the
don't like
first
sex
date,
at all.
Like
It's
on
so
the
funny.
second or third date. Like I'm going to be like, well, why you didn't tell me that on the first date? But to play devil's advocate, if we're having a great conversation and nothing about sex came up at all, then I can't imagine Zach coming up. Like if we didn't have any conversation about sex at all, why would me or them being the asexual in the conversation come up? Now, if you start talking about, playfully saying, oh, what's your favorite position? Whatever conversation sexually it jumps into, and then you don't bring it up, then it's kind of like, well, we just had this whole conversation. Why you didn't tell me that then?
You fronted.
That's definitely omission.
You withheld information purposely.
This woman went to go see this man, and when they met up, she was missing a limb.
Okay.
And so he was like, well, why didn't you tell me this before we met up?
Where did he meet her?
Right.
Online.
Online. There's no pictures of her?
It's probably half off.
Oh, shit.
She's a trick woman. This is trickery.
I'm sorry.
You can't do
girls
that,
know
though.
their angles. Let's not act like women don't know their angles.
That's what he meant. Yeah.
She just always knew how to.
He said half off, like she was a sale or something.
Anything missing from your body, is going to be it's going to be very questionable for someone to want to. I'm trying to word it properly.
I mean, should be. You should obviously let somebody know that.
Yeah.
Like,
but in man brain, what was the rest looking like?
See?
I just said man.
You want to know if her ass was fat?
She fine? She getting it.
Should she still have, disclosed that prior to showing up?
I'm going to say she did do the half picture thing. And I was like, okay. And then when I seen her, I was like, oh, the jacket was moving.
But you know what? I don't really think that that's anything that she has to hide. To be, if you're going to try to date people, people are going to see it anyway. It's not like a STD that you could just bring up later. People are going to see that right away. So you might have people like Rome that's not going to give a fuck. They're going to no, let me go. There's going to be people like Rome that's like, damn, she's bad. She's missing a arm, leg. Missing something.
We can.
Can I ask a guy question?
But she's
absolutely.
fine, so I'ma still hit it.
What would you prefer? Missing an arm or missing a leg?
How tall is she if she's missing a leg?
What?
That matters because if she's
5'6".
Where is it? Just this down, or is it like the full joint?
Let's
do
blade.
Yes.
Let's do knee down.
Knee down. She got the hook foot.
Oh my God! So many questions.
No, she got good insurance. She got like a good prosthetic.
That's what I'm saying. The carbon fiber joint, everything.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You take it off. You get into I'm gonna get you sucker moment, but before that, we good.
Yeah.
They see my favorite part.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean.
Yeah, I would go with that. I'm sorry, I went off topic a little bit, but yeah, I would do leg off.
Yeah.
There was actually an episode of Friends like that. Joey was dating a girl with a prosthetic leg, and it was wooden, and he accidentally threw it in the fire.
Wooden leg.
I don't remember.
Threw it where?
In the fire.
She was a pirate.
But she should, she don't have to bring it up. She should just show herself on Instagram or whatever, however they met. Like,
I feel like you will be
She wouldn't
able.
be comfortable probably, or maybe that could be her thing, and that's why she isn't.
Well, she needs to be comfortable with herself before she starts dating people and catfishing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you put your full body pictures out there, you can weed out the people that'll fuck with it and not fuck with it.
Yeah.
Which is why I believe they have forums for each type of.
In this forum.
There is forums.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah,
they are.
I know a woman with something. And she says, I'm on this dating forum because we all have this whatever. And so I said, that makes sense because you won't be as insecure or disappointed when you get to the point and you tell a guy like, hey, we got to stop this and this is why. And that probably does something to you mentally each time you see this person's face or this person's emotion. So why not just put everybody together? Not everybody, but like, why not get together with like-minded people? Yeah.
But I would be upset if you just came out with one arm and they call you lefty all this time and you never told me that.
I don't know, but if you Jamaican and somebody got a name like no,
wait, what?
No. You can tell me when I say a lie. If you meet somebody, you meet a dude, a boy named Wani, you already know. They call him Wani, or they might call him Lefty, or they might call him like Bun Rice. Like Jamaicans are very like very descriptive, and it becomes your real life nickname, and you go by it. There are literally people at the bakery, I don't know their real names.
Well,
And there's a Wani at the bakery. I'm just saying.
She missing anything?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah. But the Wani means you only have one of something you're supposed to have more than. And that's what...
I don't know.
Well, anyway.
I know they have nicknames, but sometimes you don't even question the nicknames. You just know that they have outrageous nicknames.
Because they be real. They literally be real.
Okay, if somebody was out here saying, "Oh, that's Lefty," I'm not going to ask, "Why are you calling him
It definitely
Lefty?"
has a story.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, but I'm not going to ask.
I actually know a lefty with
See?
one arm.
And it's the left one, huh?
Yeah.
See?
His name is
Is
Lefty.
he Jamaican?
No, he's a white guy.
Oh. Well, I bet you a Jamaican gave him that name because they do not care. They literally, like, think about it. Biggs. How many Biggs you know?
My uncle's
Many.
name is Big,
Exactly.
but he's Trini.
Yeah, that's
Of course he's big.
All Bigs are big.
But the thing is that it literally follows you. It's like it becomes your real, like, nickname, you know? But anyway, I do think at some point you should share that, you know, whatever. Because even, matter of fact, I'll give you a personal story. I remember when I first met my husband and we were in school and he was like, "Hey, you want to come eat some Jamaican food?" I was like, "Who made it?" You know, I didn't know he was Jamaican. He was like, "Oh, my mama sent it in the mail or whatever." I was like, "Oh, okay." She sent it on dry ice, right? He's like, "Yeah, you know, they pack it up, this and that, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Okay, I get it," because when I lived...
I would have been like, "What the F are you saying? Dry ice?"
Oh, no, I got it because when I used to live in Georgia, everything that I couldn't get in Georgia, my daddy would mail it to me. Like, if I wanted, like, some boudin, my dad would, like, go pick it up from my grandma's house, freeze it, take it to FedEx, mail it in dry ice, and then I got fresh food, you know, in, I don't know, a couple days or whatever. So when he said that, that wasn't even weird to me. But after we ate, I'm sure I had like some rice and peas or whatever. And I was like, "Oh man, just so you know, I got type 1. I pull out my thing. I ain't even like check my blood. I just give myself my insulin. And I was like, all right. And I just sat back and kept eating or drinking whatever I was doing.
Wait, what?
And the thing is that some people might already be like that, you know, because if it's something you've had for a while, it ain't really a thing to you no more, you know. I was like, because I used to actually hate to let people see me, like, you know, people see me give myself insulin. I used to go to the bathroom and stuff, and I was like, man, fuck that. I gotta live like this. So
I've
like,
never seen that.
I'll be like, well, it wasn't like I'm not drawing a needle, but it's like a pen. You just.
No, I get it. I've just never
Exactly.
dealt with a female.
And so because I'm used to it and I got over like hiding it, you know, not giving myself insulin in front of people, I just pulled it out, did it, and he was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, is that, he said, which one is that? I guess like which diabetes? It's like, "Oh, it's type 1, you know." And they have to go through with the whole explanation of what the difference is, whatever. But it wasn't really a thing when I did it. So I think that some people, if you've had something, like if you got a lazy eye and your parents didn't fix it and you've always had it, you know what I mean? Like I think it's something that you're comfortable with. You don't really mind like talking about it or making a joke or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that anything that will affect the other person should be brought up on the first date. So, like we said, STD status, kids.
A long ass first date. You
No,
the whole
like,
thing.
do you want to know my debt to income ratio too?
Right.
God
No,
damn.
because in like financial conversations, you're not financially invested in that person. So it's like, there's no
How
reason.
much does meal cost? There's some investment here.
Yes. However,
Or what
well,
if
for
she
me
says-
personally,
What if she says, "Do you pay bills on the first date?"
that's a crazy question to ask. That is a crazy question to ask.
Not according to the internet.
Well, we're being like real life, real people type talk. We're not talking about the internet. Internet has a lot of crazy conversations. I'm not going to ask you if you pay bills on the first date. That's like,
What if you find out the hard way that he don't?
that's like a second, third
That on the
date.
first date.
That's
Now
like,
I like this nigga.
but that's like a second, third date.
You don't want to pay my
question.
fucking Verizon bill.
Wait,
Or like-
that's a second or third date question?
No,
Maybe
but
the
you
third
would
date
know.
question.
No, but you will know by the end of the first date if he pays bills.
Well, no, because like
not
for
a
me
bill, that's a
personally,
bill.
No, yeah, the bill.
Yeah, the bill, yes.
me personally, I feel like whoever asks the person on a date should pay the bill.
Agreed.
Right. So like that's a whole different thing. But paying your bills is like a marriage conversation. We're not living together. There's no reason.
No.
Wait, so when a woman asks me out on a date, I'm not supposed to pay? Because I
not saying
paid
you're
every
not-
single time they ask me on a date.
I'm not saying you're not.
Let me go
supposed
change
to.
shit now. Let
No,
me
hold on. Wait.
Actually, I agree with you on
No,
that.
wait. Tell me how they ask. Tell me what they
We
say.
should hang out sometime. Like, what are you doing? Like, let's kick it. Let's go out. Let's
Hang
go out to
out.
dinner.
No, yeah,
That's
that's
not a
not a
date.
date.
Dinner.
That's not.
a date.
Okay.
No, we should hang out sometime.
No, it's not.
That's not even a plan made.
There's no
We should
kickball.
hang out
They're not talking
sometime.
about doing any sports. We should kick it sometimes, and we're probably going to eat.
Yeah, like, wait,
That's
yeah.
kicking it. Okay, we're going to listen to music. Is that
Everything,
kicking it?
yeah.
we can listen
but
to
if
music.
Everything
We can-
involved
but if
kicking it is
she-
going to be money
Wherever
spent.
she's comfortable listening to music.
Okay,
at.
but if she
my
makes
house.
the
That's free.
plan, if she hits
And
you
if
and
that-
say,
she's comfortable with that, then that's fine.
all right, we should go to Saint
On who's dying?
on Wednesday. Then she's making the plan. It should. I didn't want to say that, but then it should be on her dime if she made the plan. But if she said we
Agreed.
should hang out, and then he came and said, "All right, let's do so and so on Wednesday." He came up with the plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had to come up with a plan because if he
He
said
didn't have to do anything.
He did,
Right.
because-
He could have said, "All right, just get back to me when you think of something."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
that's
And if she
so-
don't get back to him, there's no date.
Well, needless to say, I've paid for dates that I've been asked on.
And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Of course it is.
Yeah, but I'm here. You know? But yeah, it has happened.
I do agree with that though. Whoever asks, they should pay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say, well, I don't know about.
I would never have a woman pay for the first date.
That's what I was about to say. I was like,
Whether
most
she asked or
most
not.
men will be like, "No, man, calm
Well, that's
down."
probably kind of like.
Unless she got way more money than me and
Wait,
she asked
but
me on
that
a
could
date.
be like a rule for the first date, though. But like moving forward, if she plans for you guys to go out and she wants to pay, you're gonna let her pay, not the first
I
date,
mean,
not it being the
I
first date.
usually refuse a lot of the time.
Okay, but what if she said,
gentleman.
"No, I insist. It's your birthday."
She insisted.
No,
I
if
wanna-
it's my birthday or something like that, yeah. But I'm talking about like if we're like hanging out as multiple days.
Tuesday.
Every day is my birthday.
I will. I would
Okay,
take a
Sagittarius.
free meal.
See,
I would take a free meal.
Yeah, me too. I don't blame y'all for getting free meals. Just not out of me.
Listen, and the offer isn't gonna come around every Tuesday, so you might as well.
you better jump on it wise. Take it wise hot.
Or getting while the getting is good.
Right. Take it wise hot.
All right, so this week in the, y'all still say tabloids? Or am I old for that?
in the media. Just say to me.
Oh yeah, in the media.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Not the tabloids, in the media. Have you guys seen the Instagram couple that broke up? The famous one, Chrissy and
Yeah.
Desmond.
And Desmond.
his name is Desmond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christy and
That's-
Desmond.
I don't know these people. Who are?
I
who
just
are
found
they?
out about.
Can
it
we
this
bring
week.
up a
do.
picture of them? They are both influencers.
Thank you.
This is an influencer couple. And I just referenced Christy because we know Desmond because of Christy. And yes, he built his own platform afterwards. I don't know how to describe her content. She does a lot of jumping around in shoes. She does a lot. Yeah, she does pranks and she does a lot of playful content, annoying her husband, that type of stuff. He's a chef and he recently got his own page doing like recipes, and he does a lot of content making food for her. Actually, it has hit the media that they have separated. She had filed for a divorce, actually claiming infidelity. So that's the news. And everybody has been so surprised by that because they have been on Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media accounts they have as a united front, as this happy couple. So people are like really surprised by infidelity being the reason that they are splitting.
Yeah.
Backstory, they've been together since they were really young.
Oh, sorry.
How old are they?
I forgot. I think that they're early 30s and they met in middle school and they've been dating
Since
since
16.
then.
Yeah.
Since 16. So they met at 14 and they've been
what happened
dating
to
since
life?
16.
Damn.
Yeah, like how much more you want?
And you know why this was also very surprising? Because they actually just finished moving into the house that they just built together. Yeah, so they were working on this house being built for maybe almost 2 years.
As an aside, building a house is very stressful with your, with your spouse, unless y'all like have divided up who's gonna make decisions on what are joint decisions or whatever. Like when we were building our house, I was like reading like Reddit and all these other things. Like there's a lot of people, and I didn't even know there's a lot of people that end up like getting divorced after the house is done. Simply because like that was just a huge like piece of stress in their life. And I guess maybe the stress didn't clear after, the house was built. It's like it's a very common thing. I had no idea.
That's actually the first thing I thought about when I saw this news.
Really?
I was like, they just built a house together though.
Oh. But you gotta think that house probably been in play for 3 years already.
3 years.
Yeah, true. And a lot of the recent content was like them moving like the stuff in, like them getting their brand new bed and putting it in the bedroom, their first nights in the house, that kind of stuff. So it was just like, wow, really? This is Desmond's public statement apology after the divorce was aired. I want to begin by apologizing to Christy, our family, and everyone who has been impacted by the public attention surrounding this situation. I know this news has been disappointing for many, and I'm truly sorry for the hurt it has caused. Christy is the mother of my children and will always come first. I remain fully committed to being an active, present, and loving parent to our boys, as I have always been. Christy and I have faced challenges and made sincere efforts to work through them. Toward the end of 2025, I wanted to separate, and I had conversations with Christy regarding this. During this period, I made choices that I am not proud of. I took responsibility for those actions. I shared this with her directly and personally, and ultimately we decided to divorce. I asked for privacy and compassion as we navigate this difficult chapter of our lives. Thank you to everyone who has supported us over the years. I'm grateful for that support and will continue sharing my love for cooking and the things that inspire me. I hope you'll continue that journey with me.
Now that I've seen his unbearded face, I literally did not even know that he was a chef too. Because I always see like the funny stuff that they do. I've never seen any cooking or whatever from him.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate when
I liked his French toast recipe. I have that saved.
I just hate when people say, respect my privacy as they air it publicly.
Good point.
That's annoying.
Because honestly, Christy didn't even say anything.
That's what I'm saying. We won't know anything unless you tell us.
Mm-hmm. And that is a good point, because that whole midsection with him discussing what he discussed with Christy and I asked for separation first, and it was so unnecessary. Like
diarrhea at the mouth. He telling on himself.
Yeah, really? It was like, why did you need to say that? Because one, it's none of our business, and you're kind of like throwing it back on her. Like, well, I told her I wanted this, so I went and did whatever. So we talked about it, and now we're getting a divorce.
But where he messed up,
it's not my fault.
Where he messed up is he said, I wanted to separate, and I had the conversation with Christy regarding this. He didn't say that they agreed to separation. So regardless, you still cheated.
Oh, good. Very astute point.
Yeah. So you weren't separated, you cheated, and now you're getting divorced because of your actions.
Well, that's probably just a layer of it. Like, I don't think that's the reason why. Obviously, they were having turmoil before that for him to even say that he went to her about it.
Right.
If he stepped out, like if they're at a total place of not really connecting at all, and he steps out, yes, it's cheating, but I doubt that's the reason why they're finally getting a divorce. Unless he was like totally disrespectful about it, like showing it like damn near in her face, and you know what I'm saying? Like Ayab said in the video of him kissing some girl, maybe that was something she possibly seen before we did.
But what is totally disrespectful? Cheating is disrespectful in general.
If I'm telling you I want a divorce, and you're like, nah. And I'm like, I bet. I'll be back. I'm not cheating. I'm trying to get out of this and you don't want to let me go.
No, that is cheating. You are married. There's a process of getting divorced, regardless of whether or not you want to do it right now or not.
Technically, it's cheating.
There's still the layer of we will never know, right? So it's just like he is spinning his own narrative with this. This is the only thing This is the only thing we can go off of. She didn't speak publicly. This is the only thing we know about this divorce because he made the public note. So now all we know is that he asked for the separation and then he cheated on her when that didn't happen. So how do you know that he wasn't seeing someone already and then asked for the separation? We can't, how would we know? He is using these words to spin his own narrative. How do we know that this is the truth?
But the narrative is not putting her in any negative way.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It's like I wanted a separation.
That doesn't put her in a negative light.
Yes, it is. It's basically saying
he can be like, I'm a complete dog, I'm an asshole, and I want a divorce because I shouldn't be with you anymore.
Right.
And that's what he said.
And that's negative.
That's what people are saying based on this.
It's basically saying that, I wanted to separate and she held me hostage, so I did what I had to do. That's what it's insinuating. And no, it's not.
How do you know?
I'm not holding you hostage in marriage. You cheating.
But he said
that happens more often.
I tried to separate with you.
He said they had conversations about it.
Okay, so
They didn't say
what was
what
the result of it?
They didn't say the outcome. That's the conversation right now. They did not have a conversation of whether or not they're going to separate. He cheated and now they're getting divorced. That's exactly what he said just now.
Quick question. Who filed?
She did.
Okay. Was that before or after this monologue?
Before.
Probably before.
She filed before.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just say he came around and was like, look, man, I'm kind of done with this. She said, no, nigga, what you think this is?
Yeah.
You got these kids. You just gonna leave me here with these kids in this house that we just bought?
And the business.
Nah, and this business. No, you're not dipping out right now.
Yeah.
So let's just say she was holding him hostage.
You can't.
Wait. Not done.
They get too excited.
Not done. Yeah. So let's just go with this assumption that she's holding him hostage.
Okay.
He could just go and file. Literally.
Okay.
So
Y'all know men never break up first, right?
that doesn't matter.
Nothing
He
to
tried.
do
We're not
with
doing that.
anything.
He tried though.
There has nothing
What happened
to
to
do
that?
with
We just said that 2
He
seconds
said
ago.
they had the discussion.
Right,
And
but
we know women no, you're not going nowhere. Dog. Go upstairs and chill with these kids.
and I agree. I can 100% see a woman being like, man, sit your stupid ass
Yeah,
down.
what are you
Like,
talking about?
I don't have time for this right now. I
I gotta go jump in shoes.
Yeah, like she's like, I got content to make, or I gotta go make these kids some bananas or whatever. I don't know. I can 100% see that being her response, but at the end of the day, if she said you not going nowhere, he could have just been like, bet,
file.
and he could have just filed.
Literally.
Period. Like, he have to leave his house. Let's be real. Any man that is presented with divorce papers or is presenting divorce papers, or woman for that matter, they can stay at their house.
That's when she goes on a date, a first date, and she drives, and the dude picks her up and drops it to the door and say, "Oh, I'm separated, but we're not divorced yet."
Well, but the irony, talking about the first date, is that he was the one on that video,
Yeah,
like
he was
out
the
and
one
about
caught in the
smooching
makeout
down.
session.
canoodling and shit.
Looked like last night. So
Yeah.
he can't be the one bringing somebody back to the crib and saying, by the way,
This is me and my soon-to-be ex-wife's home.
exactly.
Right.
And won't.
Again, if he wanted to leave, he literally just
Just
file.
had to do it.
Just file.
I feel like people act like they have to do certain things. You don't have to do anything
Thank
in
you.
this life. Like, this life is yours to live. You make decisions. So if you did not get married, I'll tell you that. You ain't gotta get married. He did not have to get married. And then because I followed them for so long. But you like, I'm pretty sure they got married in their 20s as well. So it's not like he was a teenager when they got married. They got married in their 20s. So even more, you have more of these decision-making skills, and you decided to get married to someone knowing that you wanted this freedom. That was your problem. He actively engages in the video. So it's not like, oh, like you see him in the background, he's just so annoyed. Like, he's cracking up.
He's like,
he's in the bathtub.
Christy,
and he's
what are
like,
you
I'd
doing?
like to stop you there because if you look at some of the videos, he's forcing that laugh. That man has been done, and this is
no, please point
That
out
is
which
actually
video.
how he laughs, though.
if you look
and
at
that's
the videos,
actually
you can see him like
I need evidence.
hold on, because that
It's
is
not funny no more.
literally.
He's done.
But that was his appeal. One liked him in her videos because everyone was like, "Yo, your husband has the funniest laugh ever," and we wanted more of him.
And
that
he
was
and
literally.
He was tired of forcing it. He was tired of performing. He was tired of having his relationship being.
Then you can get out the house
Free
though.
that man. Free that man.
Till-
But see, but
Drop all the benefits. then.
wait. But listen, there's no argument about that.
I'm joking.
but
I don't know
you
nothing
said-
about these people.
You said do you get tired of going to work every day? That's different than having to perform for people every day. That's way different.
I'm sorry. What is a job?
Why do you think I like working at home? Because I don't want to kick it with nobody at work. Like, I don't want to fucking tell you about my weekend.
Exactly.
I don't want to fucking know about your grandkids and your. I
You're
don't.
proving my point. You have to in his lifestyle.
No, you don't.
Everything is recorded.
They literally don't talk about their personal lives at all.
They show it. They don't have to talk about it.
What do they show?
Nothing.
Do you watch it? I think that I watch it the most here on the
I
couch.
saw her jumping in them
I watch
shoes,
it.
and I saw him going. I see her
Exactly.
putting the-
First of
the
all, she's
outfits on.
very popular. She gets sent stuff. She puts on shoes that she likes, and she's trying out her fucking shoes, jumping all around the place in her
So
new
yes, the
shoes.
answer to your question was I saw her content.
don't have
and he was not
personal
always
content.
happy. He was not. If you look at him forcing a laugh, he's not. It's fake. It's just done.
Do you want to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning every single day, every day, and put on a smile? No, but you're doing it to maintain your home.
I understand that
To
part.
maintain the people that live in your home.
Okay.
So what's the difference here?
Because it's public. It's public, and you have to see your spouse every day to perform
Every
this.
day.
So imagine you and your husband.
You see your spouse every day
doing everything
regardless,
you do,
by the
and it
way.
being public. That
But
would
you don't work together.
What?
every day.
But that's
What a fun job, though. What the
But
hell?
no.
Like, there are so much worse jobs than that. Like, so many.
There's so
No,
much
no.
worse.
Send him,
with your wife.
send him to the streets then.
Not with your
Send
wife.
him to the streets since he's so miserable.
My thing is, this goes back to my point of you don't have to do anything in life. He could have been like, okay, Christy, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. They could have put out a
said
public
he
thing like
tried.
he did with this whole cheating thing. And she could have continued her
He
content
did. He literally said, "I tried to talk to her."
about the separation, not about not doing content anymore.
And that is just an
How do you know that
assumption
wasn't part of
anyway.
it?
How do you know it was?
He didn't put that in his
didn't
little
say it wasn't.
in his an apology that he was tired of the content. He didn't say that. Everyone's
Not at
assuming
all.
that.
So you know what
Exactly.
to do? Put it like this: tomorrow, right? Don't block me. I'm gonna send you all the times and screenshots of his faces when he's just. You could tell the man is done. You could tell when he's forcing laughs. You could tell that shit. So
Gotcha.
that should be old.
Gotcha. Hold on. Gotcha. So if he was so done, if he was so done, if he a stupid ass forced laugh, yeah, like if he was so done, riddle me this: why didn't he just go file?
Because he has a wife and kids, and it's not that easy to leave.
Why isn't it?
Thank you.
Because you have a wife and
Thank
kids,
you.
you
What
have.
does that mean?
You got
But
you
it's
don't
so
want
easy for
to
you to be going outside and doing this and making out publicly.
You're talking
Right.
about posts. I answered your question. Why? Because you lose a lot of shit when you do shit like that,
Wait, but the thing is that you're saying he's so over it, he's so done,
which you can be.
right? If you're so unhappy, why would you stay in a situation?
That's what men do all the time.
Is that right? Does that make it right?
But he wanted to
But
separate though.
that's what men do all the time.
And that also goes to Alan's point of like he would have been the worst guy in the world if he.
So who gives a fuck? Like, why?
He gave a
Literally.
fuck.
Exactly. That's the problem. He worried about what other people think of him.
Because his life is on the screen all the time.
So
he has no
to
choice
be worried
to not.
about that. That's how you make a living.
Wait, so why go commit infidelity if you care so much about what's going on
About the wife and
with
kids.
the content and what's gonna happen in the media? Why do that?
What's the infidelity got to do about it?
Because you're worried about what people are going to think about you. So when you go cheat, you know that's going to come out, and now you're a bad guy.
Yeah, he didn't know that was gonna come out.
So y'all didn't think y'all were going to get divorced after you cheated?
For better and worse is only for finances and what?
When your health and your finances, for things that are outside of cheating. Cheating is a done deal. You're done.
That's in the
where's the
whole.
whole? Yeah, where's
Where's that at? I
at?
thought it was for better or worse, and cheating is the worst for you.
So it depends on your religion as well, right? So,
I don't know the vows. I didn't take them.
right.
I'm
It
just asking a
depends.
question. Oh, so that's an amendment.
Y'all
to the
talking
words.
about the
so-
vows. What that marriage contract say? What it say in the state of Houston?
80-20.
Not the state of Houston.
That's where they at, right?
That
What's
too.
the infidelity clause?
You know what? I think I'm gonna put that on a shirt.
in
No.
the city.
You know what? No, listen, Amanda, thank you. No, this is a genuine thank you because I'm gonna get something that says state of Houston because I get tired of people being like, "Oh, I'm moving to Texas." Cool, go to Texas. Texas is not Houston. When you say you from Houston, It means a totally different thing than Sandy from Texas. So thank you for that. I'm going to put that like on a hat or something.
Okay,
Same
whatever.
with
Y'all know what I meant. But Houston doesn't have
Philly.
their own set of rules. It's Texas as a whole, right?
That's a state.
At the state.
Well,
the
yeah,
state of Texas.
For marriage. Yeah.
For marriage. It's the state
yeah.
of Texas. Okay, yeah, but what is the infidelity clause in the state of Texas?
I mean, but the thing is that it can be whatever grounds you want. It's not like it's different for infidelity. It can be irreconcilable differences. It doesn't matter. But the fact that, because really, she could have
And they may have a prenup.
She really could have said for irreconcilable difference.
Yeah.
What,
I'm sure she did.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Smart
I'm
ass.
sure she did it on purpose because she could have made it private.
But why?
You know, no, she doesn't have to. I'm just saying she was just being honest about what it was. She didn't have to.
Not bitter.
Is all I'm saying. How's that
Not
bitter?
How's that bitter? You cheated on me. How's that bitter?
Wait, how's it bitter if
Well,
she's stating?
I'm saying she could have been honest, yes, but there was a little bit of bitterness in it because she was hurt.
How is it bitter?
How's it
You
bitter by
cheated on me.
stating
She
a
was
fact?
hurt.
Rome,
Well, she was hurt.
you
I'm
cheat
sorry.
on me, but I'm bitter because
You cheated
I'm
on me.
letting people know that that's why I'm leaving you.
Depending on who he cheated on her with.
That
yeah.
and you
Bitterness
could be
can't come
bitter.
into play.
Why
You could
did-
be bitter
what?
as the fact that now I put something out and said I have been trying to separate from you for a while. That would probably make you bitter. Like, oh, now you're going to tell us our business?
Wait.
No, she filed for divorce before he was.
That is a grant. That is a grant. That's like a basis for the divorce. Because, like I said, she could have said irreconcilable differences.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that she just stated a fact. How does stating a fact make you bitter?
And that could have also been like a lawyer.
What does she want to lie for? To protect him?
Like her lawyer could have said, yo, file now before he files and he ends up getting more or whatever the case may be. It's a business.
Regardless of whether or not he filed first or not, he would have lost the case of who gets more because he cheated.
Well, I don't think that's the case. I think that based on them having been married for so long and when you're 20s, you're broke, they likely built everything together.
Yeah.
So it's probably like an easy split as far as, I mean, unless she was a smart woman. But 9 times out of 10, I would think that they probably just built everything together and they're both entitled to, 50-50. But at the end of the day, I'm just really confused about how stating an undisputable fact, how is that bitter?
I didn't say that.
No, you said
What didn't you
bitter.
not say? Why don't you? Let's finish the sentence. Sorry.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I digress.
No. What was it? What was
Say
it?
it from your chest.
Nah.
Cause she bitter. She a bitter bitch.
My chest is sunken. Nah, you got it.
Okay, well, I don't have anything more to say about this situation. What I will say, just to end this off, is that the only thing that Kirsty posted publicly since the divorce announcement was a picture of her in the new built house, and the caption was, same address. That was tea. It was very tea. Ask Amanda. Hi, Amanda. I'm 27, female, and my husband is 29, male. We've been together for 7 years. When we first got together, we both worked full time and split everything 50-50. Then we had to relocate across the country when his parents became sick. I quit my job to care for them, and because my work carried infection risks, we agreed I wouldn't work during that time. During that period, I had no access to our money or bank accounts. I had to ask for everything I needed. After his parents passed, we moved into a new home. He told me I didn't need to go back to work because he earned more here and wanted me to stay home to manage the house and the dogs. We both agreed, but I still don't have access to any money, accounts, or bills. If I need something, I have to ask and explain exactly how much it costs. If I want tampons, he sends me only that amount. Once we tried an allowance of $200 every 2 weeks, but he canceled it after one cycle. We recently argued because I asked for better shampoo and conditioner since my hair is thinning. He refused, saying I use too much and don't deserve luxuries. I mentioned that this felt like financial abuse, and he laughed at me and said I'm being dramatic. He told me I'd waste money on makeup and hair care if he didn't check me. I had a panic attack and he gaslit me the entire time. We don't live close to my family and friends, and worse, I don't have any savings. He insists this isn't financial abuse because he gives me money when I ask, but everything I read says otherwise. When I bring it up, he dismisses it and says the internet is wrong. I feel trapped. Am I being dramatic? Absolutely not. This is financial
He
abuse.
said, don't believe your lying ass eyes.
What?
Oh my God.
Poor baby.
$200 every 2 weeks is crazy.
It's insane.
That is actually, this is abuse. There's like nothing to even break down.
No, I have a breakdown.
Okay. She has it. Sorry.
Baby girl, go get you a
Get a
job.
job.
Go get you a job. You ain't got no. She said, do they have kids?
No, they have dogs.
So the dogs. No, so the thing is, dogs, a lot of responsibility. Managing a home, a lot of responsibility. However, go get a job. Period. That is the only thing that is gonna set you free from whatever bondage you're in right now. Because
You gotta go get a job.
my assumption is that if her job carries an infection risk, she's probably like a nurse or a doctor
Yeah.
or something with respect to healthcare. So I just can't imagine her not being able to
Go get one.
go get a job kind of easily, so that's gonna be the only thing. The writing is on the wall. Go get a job and start putting that money to the side.
Yeah. Start building a savings, girl.
Actually, tell him that you sending it to help support your mama and daddy. Put it in their account.
Because he probably checking that too.
Exactly. So you just list yourself. Matter. This is the game. All right. So you get your mom or your dad. They can have a joint account, whatever. Have them. Are they married? Her parents. Let's just say her parents are married.
Yeah, I think so.
So they're married. Have them set up an account, and then make her like a signatory, an authorized signatory, or like and the beneficiary on it. So she's just saying, yo, I got this job. I'm helping support my parents, just like we moved back here and helped to support yours, X, Y, and Z. So now she's already making, like, she's padding, a savings or whatever that he doesn't have, that he's not going to have access to.
This sounds very toxic. Just go
It
get
is.
a
I was-
job.
No.
Why she gotta do all that to go get a job?
No, because she has nothing.
I also
And
would
she's
say
what was that word you said about the guy he wanted to leave the mayor in bondage?
Hostage.
Oh yeah,
hostage.
she's being held hostage.
Actually.
I
This is
think
what
that
hostage
this
looks like.
this is very toxic, and though she does need a way to support herself and buy her own damn shampoo and conditioner when she needs
He got her
it,
using Suave.
I think that she needs to leave this man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leave
I was
him.
thinking.
Leave
That
him
sounds-
as soon
yeah.
as you can, girl. Get a
No,
job.
nope. Plan your escape route before you just up and leave.
Well, yeah. Get a job. If you can put one of your parents' bank account information when you first get the job, and you know how you set up your payroll and everything.
Yeah.
Put their bank account information on there so that you only have access to it. He doesn't. And then as soon as you can, leave that man, because if he will financially abuse you, he will abuse you in other ways. Leave him.
Yeah. If he can feed you, he can starve you, boo.
Yeah.
Because once they moved, she did say that she didn't have access to both of their accounts. Like, he was handling whatever joint money that they had to do.
That's wild.
To do whatever. So I can imagine that even if she goes and gets a job and using that money to, fund her parents' life or whatever, he'd be like, no, put that in here so that whatever we have together will help them in that way. She could have a secret whatever, but I can't imagine that he's not going to be checking for that money that she's making at whatever
None of this
job.
sounds healthy.
It isn't.
And none of this sounds healthy. She need to go back to her parents.
She need to be sending this to a crisis hotline.
She need to go. She should-
It is really bad.
The dad in Everybody Hates Chris was a penny pincher, right? But we understood why he was that way. Times are tough. They're spending too much money. So instead of getting the steak, he gets the chicken. There's no problem in that. He's telling her, I'm not giving you money for yourself because you're going to waste it on makeup and other shit. He's controlling what she's buying for herself, though. She has nothing for herself. That's different than penny pinching.
And their boyfriend and girlfriend, they're not married, right?
No, they're married.
No, they're married.
They're married?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even if you think
Married
that
and
someone
moved,
is wasting their money on makeup, whatever, she said her hair is thinning. This is affecting her health now. And you're just like, well, too bad, basically. Like, that's not just a miser.
He want her to wash her hair with dial.
Literally, like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that to someone that you supposedly love? Like, no, you're not penny pinching. That's abusive. That's just that's abuse.
She has to work out her own plan before she could just up and leave. Because obviously right now she can't just up and leave.
Is he not allowing her to get a job?
And honestly, that's one thing that Dad doesn't say though.
Yeah.
He says you don't have to go back to work because I can take care of everything since I make more money. But has she ever tried to go back to work?
Because the only reason that she was avoiding a job that she's been doing was because they wanted to not bring something home from work and make his parents sick.
But then they died, though.
Yeah,
right.
And they're in a new house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think to me, her fear wasn't
Oh, it was for the it was to infect
the situation.
That job is her
exist
livelihood.
anymore.
I'm sure if she has a job in healthcare, she
been around diseases.
Exactly.
She got a package in her pocket. Like she just come home with the flu every day. Like that's a part of their job.
Yeah.
So I just can't imagine her now.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Oh, I'm so
because
scared
his
to
mama
go
and
back.
daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't even her mom and daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This is
mean,
how-
as an adult, she got to just put her foot down. Look, I got to get my own job. I need my own money, even if it's a part-time job and not her profession.
No, we need her to watch this, and she need to get a full-time job.
Yeah, you need to get out that house, honey.
I know you asked
Overtime.
Amanda, but look right here. Look right here.
Get a job.
Go get a job.
Yes. Exactly.
The end.
I just feel like there's something that that's missing. It doesn't.
There's
make
always
sense.
pieces missing,
Absolutely.
girl. They be forgetting shit.
Yeah.
All
is
the time.
This is how the things on ID channel start. Like, the guy gets the woman, and then she can't work, and then parents die. He didn't even say how the parents died. He might have killed his parents.
Oh, Lord.
Man.
This is a lifetime. This is a lifetime
I'm saying,
storyline.
but like, this is how the bad things happen
Then
because
why would you move and make your wife stop working just to kill your parents?
Because they'd be crazy.
And to
If
get
just
you
watch the
away
ID
from
channel.
everything. She's away from her family
Oh,
and her
yes.
friends.
Yes.
They have to isolate
Yes.
That's very true. That's very true.
I'd be knowing.
Financial abuse, so she can't go a place.
Because now she has no friends, no family, no job.
Okay,
and
so
no tampons.
change the plan.
Right.
Maybe she can get a new job,
shampoo.
but get a new job enough to run somewhere else, change your name first, and then continue working.
Or
And
Sounds long term. Like, she
or
ain't got
if it's
time
an
to change
option,
6 months. She needs 6 months to get a
because
plan.
maybe he's planning to kill
I
her.
need quicker than that because her hair is thinning.
All right. So if you were in a nail salon and Beyonce walked in and said she needed to get her nails done, would you get up and give up your spot so she can get her nails done?
no.
Oh, that was quick.
She's no, she's a person. She's a regular person. I have things to do just as much. She obviously has more things to do than I do. But like,
How's that?
Right.
it's Beyonce.
You had a busy day.
I could put money on the fact that Beyonce probably has more things to do than I do. However, I am in a rush. I do my appointments at the very last minute, so I'm not about to give up my seat because she walked in and she's just in a rush as I am. Like,
Imagine she said, I give you lifetime tour tickets to any show you want of my tour for the rest of your life.
are they front row?
Oh, see, there you go.
Yo,
I'm being that serious. It's not front row. I don't
not
care.
that important, girl.
No,
you gonna
it
take
is.
some goddamn
That's
No,
a-
I'm
that's
not.
a-
Like,
that's a bit much,
honestly,
though.
What we talking about right here? Are they front row?
No,
Nail
I'm being dead serious. I have not gone to a Beyonce concert because I was not paying that much money for a front row ticket.
Well,
And
now
I'm
you
not,
don't have to.
That's what I'm asking. If it's front row, then yeah, I'll give up a seat.
It's row 2.
Of course.
Don't do
It's
that.
row 5, but it's free drinks.
Yeah, how about
Oh.
All right, let's do that then. Fine. If it's a good deal, I'll give it up. But if you just walk in and be like, oh, give up your seat because I'm Beyonce, no. What?
I mean, I'm
Talk
pretty
about?
sure that has to come with something. I don't think it's gonna be like
You'd be
concert tickets for
surprised.
the rest of your life, but she might
They give
say,
you one.
okay, that girl that just gave up her seat for me, her bill is on me.
I'm
Would,
not-
would that be acceptable for you?
$20?
I'm not about to go off of
Did you say
assumption.
$20?
Not the bill. Clearly, I got the money for the bill.
Right, I got the money for the bill.
I
Yeah.
don't need you to take care of the bill.
No, she
Beyonce.
okay, and
I'm like, I need
also
it this
maybe
time.
she slips you $200,
That's not
and then
no.
also make sure your bill is paid.
It's not a
Like, it's not. It's. I
Let me
need a
explain
good
something
incentive.
to you, right? It's gonna be Beyonce. Whoever's doing your nails is gonna be like, yo, fam, you gotta wait. Beyonce's right
That's a
there.
different
So
story.
you might as well take whatever you can
Yeah,
get.
take the first offer
in that
you get.
moment.
That's a
Only
different
offer you get.
It's only
story. If the
offer.
person
What is
tells me to
Beyonce
get up,
doing at a public nail salon anyway?
exactly.
She could-
Like, what are you
That's what I was
talking
thinking.
about?
Y'all made the question up. I don't know. We just playing along.
All I'm saying is, if it's not a good
We just doing
incentive,
at the regular nail salon.
if it's not a good incentive, I'm not getting
Get the
up.
nails done.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this. Like, say I'm at Frenchie's. Shout out to Frenchie's Chicken in Houston, Texas. Say I'm at Frenchie's, right? And Beyonce loves Frenchie's. She talks about it all the time. And I'm in line and I get my chicken first. And she be like, girl, give me one of them wings. I'd share a wing.
I share. Yeah.
I even give her one of my peppers to eat her wing. But that appointment time is sacred.
Yes.
Like, because a lot of people, like a lot of like barbers or like nail techs or whatever, like they're not taking new clients or they're booked out so far in advance that you gonna be stuck out looking like Boo Boo the Fool about the head when you done missed your appointment.
You know what? I understand that you feel like that appointment time means that much to you. If I have the time and I'm in no rush, and I understand that people are, maybe you lined up appointment after appointment, so you
I
got.
go on my lunch break.
Oh, that's okay.
See, got to get back to the man's job. Just
But in the case that I had nowhere to rush to, and this was my only appointment for the day, and yes, it does suck that I've probably been waiting an hour already. Beyonce, specifically, I'm getting up for, because I know that getting up for Beyonce, there has to be something in it.
That's you assuming. What if she just
I
walks
am.
out?
I am assuming.
she like, man,
I am.
you my G.
My dog.
And just walks out.
Where your real one? Stay up, my
I am
G.
assuming because it's Beyonce. So say if it was someone
She give you a picture.
less popular,
You get a picture with her.
nah, come on. That would have to be done before me saying, okay, I'll get up, and I would know that that's not enough, right? But if it was someone less popular, like, I don't even know who to say. I want to say Carrie Hilson for real. I wouldn't really think that she would be having anything to offer if I gave up my appointment.
Yeah, but you don't know what she has.
Are we gonna be realistic here right now?
they won't.
Can we be
I'm being
realistic?
so realistic.
If Beyonce walks in and says, "Yo, dog, her right here, I need her to do my nails," y'all can be like, "Oh shit, it's Beyonce." Whatever you need. Like you're not negotiating with Beyonce
That's the
about
thing.
I don't-
Who's your favorite athlete of all time?
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe done rose himself from the dead.
First thing I need is a cut.
First of all, Kobe done rolled
Right,
himself
'cause
from
he
the
gotta
dead,
be
and we
fresh.
not gonna get out his way.
Cause he gotta be fresh from the grave,
You're right.
right? So Kobe comes in. It's your time. Like, are you
We different.
no?
Men are different. Our ego ain't gonna allow it. Y'all are gonna be like, wow, like y'all gonna be fangirls.
No, I'm not.
For Beyonce, y'all not gonna be fangirls?
No.
Granted, I like Beyonce, I do, but like I'll be like, oh, that's crazy, it's Beyonce. But
At my nail
at the
shop.
same time, Beyonce is just a person. Like I feel like people be like idolizing these people. It's like it's yeah, she's talented.
I'm
but
gonna
it's
be
Beyonce.
realistic.
Like,
I'm gonna fangirl, maybe not in like a super like big way, but definitely if I can leave out of here knowing that I gave up my seat for Beyonce and she paid my bill, and obviously this is an assumption, but I cannot imagine that you did a favor for her so that she could be accommodated and she won't do anything.
She'll probably give you a picture.
A picture?
yeah, because
Her
why would
nails
she
like
give you
this.
anything more though?
Pay my bills, make sure she's taken care of because I took her slot.
Nails?
Yeah, my nail bill.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that some people, just because you see them like that, what if she's an asshole? What if she was like, I appreciate you, I'm gonna fuck with you?
Right.
My G.
Yeah.
Never meet your heroes.
Then what?
Then I'm going on the internet and say Beyonce is not nice in person.
But you know what she got? My nails
Nail
done.
appointment. You're a nail appointment.
All right.
Like,
And
nah.
on that note, This has been another episode of 8 at the Table. I'd like to thank our special guests.
AG.
Tell them where they can find you, your Instagram.
A.G. from BK on Instagram. And please follow Girls Love Karaoke. February 15th, Girls Love Karaoke live at Harbor, New York City. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. And please just follow the page because we will be coming into a city near you very soon.
And we have to thank Belle for coming in.
Thank you. You can find me on Instagram at am.bii_. And if you need help with any accounting or taxes, or you just need a model for a video or anything that you need a model for, you can hit me up on there.
But don't hit her up if you need to get your nails done before her. And your name is Beyonce.
Only if your name is Beyonce.
Add her too.
All right, guys.
And until next time, please remember to like, subscribe, and follow. That's it.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.